It's been a little over a week now since we first heard reports that Jenelle Evans was assaulted by her husband, David Eason. And it's still just really, truly awful. From what we've been able to piece together from her heartbreaking 911 call and some statements she's made, she and David were hanging out by a bonfire outside their home the weekend before last. They were drinking, and apparently something happened to set David off. According to Jenelle's conversation with the 911 operator, he pinned her down out in the yard, and I think I heard my effing collarbone crack. Even if he didn't break her collarbone, it seems like he may have caused some sort of injury. Ever since that incident, Jenelle's been careful to cover up her neck and chest. Still, it's pretty clear she's not leaving him, at least not anytime soon. After that call was released, she said that this whole thing has been a misunderstanding, and that they'd just gotten too drunk.
So drunk, apparently, that she tripped and fell into David, and that made both of them think they were fighting. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but that's her story and she's sticking to it. She's actually sticking to it so hard that she made an entire video in which she talked about how crazy it is that people think David could be abusive. Honestly, this whole saga has been so scary and depressing, you know? And David just made things even scarier with this bizarre photo he shared this morning on Instagram. Yep, this guy is as creepy as ever, all wrapped up in a Confederate flag out in that sketchy shed in their yard. In the caption for this photo, David wrote, "Where I'm from is who I am and my family fought and died for this land." Red, white and blue comes in more than one pattern. He also urged his followers not to argue, "Just get off my page if you don't agree." There are lots of problems with this, right? Just so many problems. 1. His family didn't fight and die for this land. Jenelle bought the land with teen mom money, and David just tagged along and rakes the yard sometimes. 2. Has trying to rock a Confederate flag here, which was from the Civil War, which most of us know really wasn't a fight and die for this land kind of war. It was more like a fight and die for the right to own slaves war, but Hess clearly trying to romanticize things, so whatever. 3. If you really want to rep white and blue, why have a flag for a group of treasonous people who didn't even want to be a part of the U? 4. This photo is so cringy that we might literally die from it. And it only got worse with the replies David made to his followers' comments. One person told him, "Pretty sure your land was stolen from the true Native Americans," which is obviously a solid point. However, David responded with, "I bought my land with cash money," so it seems like that point flew right over his head. Also, again, it was definitely Jenelle's money.
Then someone said that he seemed mentally ill. But mentally ill is considered normal by the media and Democrats, he replied. Just what? After that, one person said that she wasn't from the U and didn't really understand the problem with the flag. That's when things really got wild. There is no problem, David wrote. People who think it's a racist flag are racist themselves. It's their way to pass the buck so they don't seem so racist. What does that even mean? Seriously, what is that supposed to mean? We don't get it. The thing is that while David is by no means the sharpest tool in the sketchy shed, Hess not stupid, either. He knows that this kind of behavior gets a lot of attention, and we'd imagine he wants attention on anything but those abuse allegations right now. And on one hand, it kind of worked, because we are talking about, right? But on the other hand, how is one person this terrible?
What do you think about it? Share your opinion in the comments below the video. And also subscribe to the channel not to miss new, interesting videos.